Hey, what's up guys, WhirlXbow back here, and today we're playing a deck that I haven't touched in so long, which is Togwaggle Druid. I genuinely could not tell you the last time I played this deck, but it's a deck that I've noticed has blown up in popularity and that potentially there are some people that are complaining about, that I saw it on, and I saw it on Twitter and Reddit today, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm down to try. I'm not calling anyone out in particular. I just wanted to play the deck. I think it's really cool. And yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say here, but not really. Hopefully I'm gonna get some wins because I really want to pop off with this deck like I've seen people do. And yeah. I don't really have much else to say besides let's queue up the first one. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. Alright. Druid, I'm guessing it's the mirror match. I'm keeping the alignment. I'm keeping both Ferocious Howls. And Bio Project, I think, is also pretty solid to keep. Yeah, let's do it like this. So, fun thing about this matchup. If he has more experience with the deck, which he most likely does, I think it's his. Okay, that's actually a really good card. This is actually a really, really nuts card. But, yeah, if he has more experience and everything with the deck, I think the matchup is his, but I genuinely cannot tell you who's more favored right now. I think it's just UI. I like UI a lot. What are we looking for? Okay, it's not the mirror match. I think he's on Dragon, which means he potentially plays more minions than I do, which is really good for me. That's not the draw I wanted, but okay. I guess I'll take it. Yeah, so he's most likely plays more minions than me, which means I can potentially go, like, pop off with some combination of cards like this. Actually, that's the card that I need to find. I need to find Twig and Sphere. Okay. I was about to straight up get alignment on curve. Like, okay. Bloom is a okay card, I would like to say. Let's prevent myself from just dying to a 7/7 on turn 4. I have 4 mana, he has 10. So this seems fair. Okay. What to do from this position? There's an Oaken. That's really good for him. Get some extra armor this turn. Playing a double injured Marauder list. Interesting. Start with this. I really want Guff. There's a Togwaggle. Okay, I kind of wish. Oh no, that's true. He hasn't played one yet, so he's playing a single one. Okay, never mind. I'm being dumb. I thought I poison seeds one of them so far, but no. Okay. So next turn I'm slamming Guff, right? My armor is not really what I'm worried about, because I think I can survive basically no matter what the fuck he does. If I'm being honest. And because I am Togwaggle, I mean, I also could get to a point where it's just like swap decks, copy his hand, and I don't have to go through the alignment route. I think I want to steal his deck after he plays what's his face. Kazakus? No, Kazakazan. I can't think of cards. There's a second Poison Seeds. Pretty solid card. I like this one a lot here. Bio Project's really nice. We're gonna play this now. Brings me up to 2 mana. I need to play a card, so I'm gonna just play it because I need to play one. Okay. So. Okay. There's one dragon. I'm waiting for the Kazakhstan if I'm being honest. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let him play one more thing most likely. Okay. That's fine. Best draw here I think is just Plague. Yeah, Spraying Plague here would be really nice. I can, like, my play this turn is Poison Seeds, most likely because it removes what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage off board. He's trying to draw into the last piece. Okay. Okay. This is fine. Yeah, Poison Seeds is like by far just my best play. Okay. Start with this. Then let's do this. Do this. It's fine. I'm less okay with that, but I'll take it. Okay. I'm hoping it goes all faces, so I'm able to just go Celestial Alignment next turn. Celestial Alignment into Poke, into UI, into, you know, a whole bunch of other shenanigans. Yeah, my guess is he's gonna probably go face with everything, and if he does, it puts me in the best position possible. Oh, he didn't let me just go off this turn. Interesting. I mean, I could have figured that he wouldn't just let me go off. I want to slam alignment though this turn. I just sadly can't. He's drawing the last card of his deck. I want to slam it this turn. I can play this first. Alright. He can play, so the mentality with this play, by the way, is he can play Kazakhstan, but all the cards cost base amounts. Well, I don't have Togwaggle. I don't think, no, yeah, I don't think I can win anymore. Okay, well, that's a thing. I don't think I can win anymore, but I can attempt to. Two mana crystals. How many cards do I have in hand? I need to just draw cards, so I'm gonna just do this into this. So I drew Twig, which gives me 10 mana. The problem is I don't have the cards I need in order to win. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't really need the last two cards in my deck. Oh, I should have played a whole bunch more things. Because now I also have a Kazakhstan, which is really good for me. Because it's... Or this gives me one, no? Yeah, I think this gives me a dragon, so I can actually resolve this card. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna get Poison Seeds here, but I'm okay with that. Oh, it's just Dragon Queen. Yeah, that's fine. Right, they didn't remove the dragon off of this. I don't think so, at least. Yeah, I don't think they did. Which is really good for me. I mean, we're basically in the same position. The difference is I have enough mana to play the cards I get, and he doesn't. By the way, best case scenario is going to be I set his mana back to 1, and then I go off with Sphere and everything like that. That was best case scenario, but sadly it was impossible. I couldn't set any of his minions to 1 HP, but if I was able to, that was going to be the play. I would play this weapon, set everything back to 1. I don't care here. I guess I can just do this. Then we do this. I need to empty out space in my hand. This is the moment of truth. Do I have... Does this give you still the drag? I think it does, right? There's still... Did they remove it? Slash, did I fucked up, I guess. I'm 1 dragon off being able to actually play the Kazakhstan and have it matter. It's not a dragon. He's played the poison seed, so I mean I might as well commit everything here. Well, okay, I think I've lost here. The Mutinous is what fucked me. I was gonna just steal this deck here, and then he lost the game. Because I'm able to beat all the cards he had in his hand. He's out of poison seeds, so he has to try and draw something that wipes the board, and if he didn't get any other ones... Oh no, that's true, he has 2 of these. Never mind. Yeah, I fucked up. Oh no, it's an enemy minion. I thought this could return a minion still you controlled, in which case the right play was to bounce this back to my hand, and then I could have put the Kazakhstan. Turn an enemy minion to its owner's hand. To your opponent's hand. Why did they nerf this card? Dream was already like one of the worst ones, and they still nerfed it. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I don't think I can win this game. Sadly. Yeah. I got outplayed by a Mutinous. I don't know, like... Yeah, it was a really nuts top... It was the top deck for that turn, so it was really nuts top deck, but... What can you do? It happens sometimes. Let's keep the next one, and hopefully we get a dub. Alright guys, with that being said, I'll see y'all there. Alright, Shaman, my guess is it's probably gonna be Shadowwalk. I don't need that in my opener. I'm gonna keep the Nourish. I think it's fine to keep. I'm gonna keep this because Twig, like an early game Twig could be like game winning. So like that. Yeah. Oh, it's this one. So this one we could probably win. Okay, that's an insane draw, by the way. This is one of the best draws I could have had. I don't think it's really that close. Okay, now we're just looking for alignment. I'm not gonna. I guess I could play it. I doubt he's actually playing something to cock this. I'm using the coin here to cycle. I'm not all too worried about that. I just basically need to draw cards now. It's probably gonna... It's potentially actually Bloom Nourish next turn. Just to draw 3. Because I do have a bio project to give me mana, and if I basically do have 1 mana after playing a Bloom... Or an alignment. Basically, he can't win if I resolve alignment. Just saying. Yeah, I'm drawing 3 here. Could have ramped, but I'm at the point where I just need to draw through my deck. Ideally, trying to find Guff, trying to find alignment, trying to find glorious Gloops. All those good cards. Also, by the way, I hope you guys all have a beverage. I'm currently sipping me a nice Pepsi. It is delicious. I like it a lot. It's actually really good for him. If I was him, I would have potentially waited till next turn to slam that. At least that was my angle. I would have waited till next turn to slam that. Just in case I did play a minion. Right? I know the odds were very low. There's the alignment. The odds were very low, but he could have still waited till my turn. This way I would not have known the fact he had mana up. And it changed actually basically nothing to him, so... Yeah, in my opinion, that was a small oversight that he did. Yeah. Like, if I would have... Like, I could have technically went Bloom into... or a Bloom into Oaken Summons, then he would have at least got damage on my 2 minions. But doing this play, he doesn't get that luxury. Yeah, this is fine. Vargoth? Sad face. I was really... If I would have hit Vargoth there, I think I would have won the game. I would have just had enough armor to not die. But at this amount of armor, I still think I could potentially die to his quest reward. It's actually good that he's playing totems. Which I know might sound weird. But that's actually really good for me. The other thing I could do is... I don't know if I actually have enough turns to just wait and just slowly poke things down with this. I'm hoping basically... The play next turn is probably just... If I draw Gloop, it's ramp. If I don't draw Gloop, I'm not exactly sure what the play is. But yeah, with Gloop draw, it's ramp. Because this way I'm about to go off next turn. I'll be at 10 mana. I'll be able to just pop right the fuck off. I like that aspect. That's not Gloop. I can wait and go off with this, so this is fine. Okay, I'm trying to think. He can complete quest this turn, right? I need to play alignment before he plays quest reward. So technically, if he goes, he can go Bloom, Bloom, Beaker, Bolt, Bolt, and that does complete quest and allows him to play quest this turn. I don't think that's the play he's gonna go for. I'd be very surprised if it was. Actually, it might. Could just alignment this turn. Could realistically just be alignment this turn. He can play one spell next turn max. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that there. Alright. I'm able to draw through the rest of my deck, I think, this turn. Fairly easily. I have 10 mana, right? If I can't draw through my deck with 10 mana, doing something wrong. But yeah, no, he couldn't win. He would have had to wait till 5 mana in order to play his quest reward. And at that point, I've stolen his deck, right? So yeah, there was no way he was coming back there. It was actually potentially correct to play it last turn. Go Bio Project Alignment Pass and be like, kill me this turn or you're dead. With 1 mana, it's almost impossible for the deck to kill you. Especially without if he would have had quest reward, it was possible because Bloom Bloom is like fucking 8 mana. But yeah. Anyways, with that being said, let's skip the next one. All right, our next one is Rogue. Keep the alignment. I'm gonna keep the ramp, I think, also with the alignment. It's a good one. Oh, this being 8 mana, it's so much harder to actually go off. Oh, something's actually. It was potentially actually correct to just slam this here. Potentially. I don't think it was, but it could have been correct. Was that the new coin? That coin's actually dope. I don't have a single way to kill that in my entire deck. Well, I lost the game on turn 2, or on turn 1, so... Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead here. Oh, he didn't pull anything from hand, I guess, which is good. That's not ideal. That's so much fucking... Like, this is turn 2. He's played 3 cards. I've taken 8. How is this okay? Question mark. Do I have to go for the high roll? High roll potentially wins me the game. I lost the game. Okay. Good to know. If I would have hit Vargoth there and then recast the Oaken Summons, it was a 25% chance, but I just instantly won the game. Losing the 50-50, the first 50-50 was really fucking bad. If I would have won the first 50-50, and even if I would have cast Bloom, or sorry, Bio Project, I could have just slammed alignment next turn. And then if I would have drawn an LUL, I won the game. Or an Anaconda and something else, I just won the game. So it's like, I'm not... Yeah, I just got basically cucked. What was that trade? Oh, he's going for a high roll. Of course he hits it. I need to hit Plague. If I hit Plague, I guess I can still win. But as it stands right now, I think I'm fucked. Rogue is just Rogue, and just the best class in the game. I hate it how the easiest classes are always the best classes. They're the most obnoxious ones to play against because his play there required 0 thought. I don't know how it took him so far 2 minutes to play his turns, but I'm genuinely surprised. So here I drew a card because I'm slamming this next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm just dead anyways. I can't even just slam this. I just die. It made... So, with what happened here, it makes even more sense, by the way, to have just slammed what I did. Because it means that now at least, like... With slamming this instead of slamming this, I had one more... Or, sorry, drawing a card instead of doing this. I have one more draw potentially at drawing, like... Okay, bud, can you hurry the fuck up? Your deck can be played by a bot better than you. Did I really miss on Plague on all of my fucking draws? I hate this game so much. Doesn't matter. That's just down by exactly 3 damage. That would have been a nice card to draw. I'm dead, right? Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm just dead. Surprised he couldn't even do the math to count up to 17, but... I mean, hey! Sometimes you just need to actually have 10,000 IQ to do basic math. Which is something that's apparent that rogue players don't have. You can click on face and they need to see you explode. Or else they don't understand what's happening. Anyways, we have time for one more game, so let's queue it up. Oh, it's a Mage. Mage is another really interesting matchup. Because it's another combo deck, right? So, if I slam alignment before he completes quest... I have to keep this. If I slam alignment before he completes quest... It's... How do I say this? I think I just win. Because I'll be able to steal his deck before anything goes down, right? If it's not Quest Mage and it's Mech Mage, that's why I had to keep the Plague. Because I'll just lose to Mech Mage on curve consistently. I really want to greed this here. It's another time, right, where I can do this into this, and if I hit, I win the game. If I miss, I lose the game. So let's start with just doing this. But you see, like, again, remember how last game I said if I would have hit Vargoth, I just won the game? If I would have hit Vargoth and I would have gained 6 more armor, I survived there, and I'm pretty sure I won the game. Based on just the fact, well, maybe not this is why I hate this game. I actually kind of hate playing this card. I wish that there was a viable Druid package to survive the early game that wasn't Oaken Summons. Just because the amount of times that I miss on Oaken Summons just because I draw the Marauder or I draw the Vargoth is just so tilting. It's one of those 50-50s in the game where it's just like, if you hit it, you win the game. If you miss it, you lose the game. And, I lose the game here because I take my entire health bar on turn 3. By the way, I can see this getting nerfed down to 2. I think this should probably get nerfed down to 2. And then, yeah. And I could also see this getting nerfed to does not reduce below 1. Which, in my opinion, makes sense and is a nerf that realistically should happen. I'm going to take the advantage to be able to slam this here. It's a little bit, I don't want to say greedy because I don't necessarily think this play was greedy whatsoever, but it's an interesting angle to take. Best draw on my deck is Bio Project. The fact that they all hit there is very tilted. And the fact that it's on Summon is also hella tilting. This should be on play. This should be on play. But, again, if they're aggro classes, or if it's aggro decks, it's perfectly fine for it to be broken, is kind of what Blizzard has been saying for the last couple of years. Which is a very annoying mindset to have for all of us control players, but, yeah. Like, there's quite literally zero counterplay to this. He played half of this in one turn. My counterplay was, did you draw poison seeds? No? Okay, well, I hope you don't enjoy actually playing the game. Like, I can slam this here, but I think it's absolutely wrong to slam that there. Honestly, Hearthstone right now is just a giant fucking coin flip, and it's really bad. Yeah. Yeah, this meta shit. If I want to win, right, consistently, what would be my best option deck-wise to play? I think the best... Hold up. Is the best deck right now actually just Control Warrior? The fact that you played 5 mana to play an 8 cost minion is dumb. This is fucking dumb. For all those people that say that it's fine and that the meta is good right now, by the way, explain me what my counterplay was to this. Was it just drawing poison seeds? Because that's not viable counterplay. If that is viable counterplay, put back in all the cards that were banned in Wild. Again, that was turn 5, and all I have to say is Warlock's questline couldn't kill before turn 5. So why is Warlock's questline banned? Why did Switcheroo get nerfed? That deck also typically killed on 5. Why did Kael'thas Druid, a deck that actually required skill because you had APM, why did that get nerfed when it would also typically kill on 5? Answers we'll never get the answer to because aggro is okay and control is not. I'm gonna die on this hill, and I don't even care, but Blizzard needs to do better, I think, in the control aspect. Hear me out. What if we got a 1 mana board wipe or a 1 mana Tree of Life in neutral on a 1/1 minion? How about that? That'd be dope. Even if it was a 0/1 minion. 0/1 minion with taunt that just casts Tree of Life. That would be so cool. It would mean control was playable. And I don't think you can make it a legendary, so this way you can only play one per deck. And I don't think it would make control the only deck that's playable in the game. It does mean that Reno decks do have 2 full heals. But I think, honestly, in order to not die on turn 5, which is a turn before you're able to actually slam Reno, and in the scenario where he had the same board he had there, if I was able to just slam Reno, I was still dead. I feel like a 1-mana Tree of Life is the only way to make control playable again. Yeah, or make a start of a game effect where you just draw a board wipe. Hear me out. We change Cthulhu to put the cards in your starting hand. How about that? That actually, that sounds like a fucking great deck. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine if where is Cthulhu? Did I pass Cthulhu? I did. Imagine if it put its 4 cards into its 4 body parts into your hand. So you had a deal 3, a kill spell, a 6/6 taunt, and 7 damage randomly split, starting in your hand. We'll raise the cost of each of them to 6. Well, that would be dope, and make a playable 10 mana 6/6. Anyways, alright, I'm done bitching about how shit this meta is. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope the meta gets fixed somehow by them printing actual playable control cards. Like, honestly, this should be like a fucking 3-mana card. It makes it on par with the aggro decks. Same thing with this. Make this actually playable. Anyways, with all that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, don't forget to like and subscribe as always. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.